Okay, the first step is to put some gloves on so the colour doesn't get on your fingers because it will stain, and to cape your model up with, I've got a towel underneath the cape and then another towel on top, and just clip it firmly so it doesn't move around. And then we put cream, I've already done one side, we put cream or Vaseline around the edge of her hairline so she doesn't get a stain on her face. So I'll just finish that. It's very important not to, you might get a little bit, but that will wash out. Okay. And now I'm going to mix the colour and apply it. Okay, now here's the instructions and here's the bottle. They are actually stuck onto the jar with a piece of white paper over the top of them, so you have to know that it's there because it's actually quite hard to find. And as like me, you will need to read the instructions, and it has a lot of different tips on the different colours of henna. It comes in lots of different colours, from brown, burgundy, black, blonde, light blonde and light brown, and I think there's a few more. And what I'm going to do today is mix the henna, so you just pour it into a reasonable sized bowl. I'm hoping this one's big enough. Should be. So you put the powder in first, and because I'm doing it on, my model's got grey, has got some grey, I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar, which actually helps to hold the colour in the grey hair, because as we know, greys can be resistant. So you add 2 tablespoons of grey, I'll put that to the colour, and you slowly mix 1 cup of boiling water, or to the consistency that it's creamy, and if it's still a bit thick you can add more water. So you just slowly add the boiling water to the colour mixture and just carefully stir it. So just put a bit more. And it's totally natural, and you can't put it on hair that's got chemical colour in it. Okay, now we're just going to apply the henna mixture. The henna is, you've got to apply it thickly to the hair from the roots to the ends, and each section is about 1 inch thick. I'm just going to do it in the part. It's yeah, rather green, but it is natural. It actually comes from a shrub called Lawsonia in North Africa, Asian country. So you just get it like that. And you have to coat it thickly. And it's all natural, which is great. And you have to mix it in a plastic bowl with a wooden or plastic spoon to mix it with. It can't be done in metal. It's quite different than chemical hair dye. The texture's a lot thicker. It's got to be applied thickly to the roots and ends. Inch by inch. Get right on the roots. And for different colours and different hair types, you leave it on for different times. This is the light brown we're doing, and you leave it on with get a thermo cap or a hair dryer and put it on here after you put it on, and that's for only 45 minutes, sorry. And if you're using no heat, you put it on for 60 minutes. That's the light brown, which we're doing today. But it gives you directions on how long for each colour. And I put about 1.5 cups. Hi, we're back and we've finished putting the henna on my models here, and now we're going to leave it on for 45 to 60 minutes because we're not using a heat lamp or a heat cap or a hair dryer. If we were, we'd only have to leave it on for about 30 minutes. So yeah, it's just 60 minutes, and then we'll rinse it and dry it and show you the finished product. Okay, we used light brown on her hair. We've finished it, we've rinsed it, and we've dried it. And her hair had a mixture of grey and darker brown, but it's actually made the greys go nice goldy brown, and it sort of highlighted the back areas. And the blow dry looks good, and you can actually mix and match the colours too to get slightly different shadings. Yeah, so that's the henna and the light brown, which looks really natural.